Jordan, we talked earlier in the week about you wanting to bounce back as a defense, and you guys have never lost on the road, completely defeated. What does this mean for you guys bouncing back?
It's everything. This is how we expect to play. We really shouldn't have gave up the touchdown that we gave in the fourth, but ultimately we played a better game than we did. Everybody did their job, and it's a better result.
Jordan, can you talk about the 3 and 4th down stops you had, especially that one with the goal line? It's great.
Yeah, man. It's bow your neck mentality. You know what I'm saying? We protect every blade of grass no matter where we're at. Those guys did a great job. D-line did a great job getting pushed, and it went our way.
When you look at it, obviously, UCLA has a great quarterback dual threat. How hard was it to manage, going against the pass and the run at the same time?
Yeah, they do some unique stuff. They do some stuff you don't really see too often in college football. 3-back sets, playing a lot of big guys, not as many split out receivers in a spread league, So it was hard to adjust to at first. But ultimately, Coach Ward has a plan for everything, and if we do what we're supposed to do, we'll always be okay.
So Trent, obviously, there's so much trickery on offense. I mean, do you think it sometimes can reach a point where even you're a little confused of what's going on over there, or really just practicing the way you can practice all week that showed up today?
Yeah, I think Coach Dillingham does a great job with all the offensive coaches of coming up with a scheme that's going to best utilize our players. Obviously UCLA has a great D-line, and we're down some numbers, but our O-line did a great job tonight. But yeah, we come into each week just making sure that we don't know what the game plan is going to be, but making sure on Monday we focus up, and we executed okay today. There's definitely some mishaps, but when you have a defense like ours that's going to give us the ball back, and special teams having a huge field goal to get us up early, it's super special to come out with a victory.
And Trent, how tough is it just to stay in a rhythm? Obviously, multiple guys playing quarterback. Coach even said it could be gimmicky this Saturday. People might not like it, but we're trying obviously to get a win, but just to stay in a rhythm. How tough is that?
Yeah, it's difficult, but for me, I'm gonna do whatever I can for the team. Whatever they tell me, whether I'm throwing it 5 times or 50 times or whatever, I'm gonna do what the team wants me to do. And like I said, I thought it was a great offensive game plan. Obviously, it was kind of tough here and there to get in rhythm, but once I was able to get out there and feel comfortable, we were able to drive the ball down.
Do you guys think that this validates the message that's been given to you all year by Dillingham or Ryan Ward or whatever, just about kind of small victories turning and the habits turning into big things?
Yeah, I think for us, we've been here a long time. It doesn't seem like it is. We've been here a long time, and to finally see us, come out with the game and come victorious away from it. We're right there. We know we're right there. We're a couple plays here or there. There's probably 10 plays from this whole season that could flip this whole year around. But for us, we're going to keep continuing to do our job. We're going to celebrate tonight, but once we get home tomorrow, we're going to recover. We have a big game next week, but we're going to let this one celebrate this one for sure.
Sure, when you look at it, how impressed were you with some of the non-quarterbacks throwing this guy through pocket into the end zone? How impressed were you with that throw?
I'm not surprised what Scat does. There's times where you're like, what are you doing? But at the end of the day, you're going to love him no matter what. When he threw that touchdown, in practice, he threw it, I think, like a 65-yard over the top. Dropped in the bucket. So for me, I was like, it's a little closer, so I think he can, zip it in there. But him and EK, they got that Sacramento connection. But just super excited to see him do what he does. Whether he was playing at Sac State or Arizona State, he's a baller no matter what.
Was it tough for you to play today, or how was it coming off the injury?
Yeah, I was thinking about that today, but, at the end of the day, nobody cares what happened last week. For me, it was just trying to get back. Even though you're not 100%, you're never going to be 100%, but to do whatever I can to help this team win. And, it's just it's great to look around the locker room and you see guys battling, fighting through. He's been dinged up all year, but I know JC's going to give it everything he's got. So for me, being the quarterback, I'm going to do whatever I can to help this team win.
Trent, what was it like just with those different formations? Swinging gate a lot. I think there was one that was like a swinging gate, a flying wedge.
Yeah.
All in one.
Yep.
Just, your coach has emptied out the playbook in a lot of games this year.
Yes, sir.
USC in Washington, but it seemed like this was a new level today.
Yeah. No, for me, I love to, look at different formations. I want to be a coach one day and coaching 7-on-7 in the offseason. And, talking to Dillingham, we talk about, turn this game into 7-on-7. Let me spit the ball out, get the ball out quick, take their D-line out of the game. We ended up getting some good rushing yards as well. But whatever Coach Dillingham draws up, back home and whatever on the whiteboard, we're going to execute at a good level. But at the end of the day, you're never going to know what's going to happen. So you just got to keep your eyes open and wait to see what happens.
Guys good with these two?
Yep.
So obviously, you guys went outside, and there's just 99 yards to go, and we're back up to 1. What's the mentality? And of course, as the drive progresses, 14 plays, taking 7 minutes off the clock. What was that mentality like going through that process? Starting back up.
Yeah, really just taking it one play at a time, not not being too worried about the score or the time or just doing your job. And I think that's one drive that we really, for me, I really was just, trying to lock in, making sure, okay, what's my pre-snap read, what's the motion, everything like that. And at the end of the day, when you execute, everybody, all 11 guys do their job. We can score on anybody, we can drive down on anybody. Almost made a mistake there late, but, making sure that, just can't risk the ball like that. But at the end of the day, my teammates had my back and, Scat threw the touchdown the next play. EK had a great catch and, defensively balled out, defense balled out all game.
Deshaun, just what were some of the keys on those fourth down stops over against, from the Elijah to out the stops?
Honestly, Coach Ward, all week, I think the biggest emphasis that we want to have this week was honestly keep an edge. Honestly, we know that we got embarrassed last week, and we definitely didn't want that to happen this week. So in those certain situations, sudden change and short yardage, defense had some pride to them, and it was really just drop your nuts and play ball.
Was that like a big focus of the because Coach Ward even said, there were obviously quite a few plays last week that you guys stopped the run, were looking good, just a few plays. But was that even kind of more of his message this week and coming into the game tonight?
I think more so his message was honestly that we got to understand what plays we shoot ourselves in the foot and ultimately understand which games that we honestly, cause our own selves to lose. I think last week watching film, everybody was kind of pissed off, understanding that everyone left a lot of plays out there. Like I said, I think this week, and like I said, the point of emphasis was honestly we are who we are. He always says every week there's no magic in the plays. We literally run the same plays every week, week in and week out. So we know what we're doing. Everybody knows the details of what's needed. And honestly, today we just came out here and executed, and everyone did their 111.
Sean, looking at obviously UCLA has a somewhat unique offense, two-back sets and running quarterback. How difficult was it to sort of scheme against multiple schemes?
Honestly, I think just the style of defense that we have. We have guys all across the board that is ready to play and go against anything. We have an entire D-line that's ready to run against the screen. We got guys that can chase down the field. We have explosive corners, explosive linebackers. Everyone across the defense can, add to what we need to do. And I think, we're establishing a great defense. I feel like we built our name pretty early. And honestly, the season's coming to an end, and we just want to continue to do that, leave our mark, and we play for each other. We love each other. And I think just, honestly, the band of brothers that we have here is unbelievable, and I love being here.
You guys have come close against USC and Washington. How does it feel to get over the top and get a win tonight?
I get not to sell us short, but a win is a win for sure. And it's definitely for us to add it up. But then again, like I said, everyone puts in the work week in and week out. Elijah will sit here and tell you the same thing. We practice so hard every single day. And to us, it was kind of almost just starting to get to, it's almost a matter of time. Like you said, we didn't have plenty of games where we stuck in it, we've been close in it, and we just haven't been able to finish. And like I said, I think just for this week, everyone had the same motto, everyone had the same drive. We just all want to get the job done, and that was the result tonight.
Elijah, Trent mentioned kind of the Sacramento connection, Cam hitting you off that touchdown. How cool was that for you?
That was cool. I just seen Scat just roll out, just laser the ball. However he got it there, he just got it there. But yeah, that was cool. That was cool that he threw it, and that he's a dynamic person. He can do both, do a lot of things actually.
Did he basically tell you he was just coming to you on that play? He was coming to you on that play?
Yeah, basically, he was telling me all week, cause he threw it in practice before, so he was just telling me all week, I'm coming to you. So I just had a clue.
Does he surprise you, or did Jalen surprise you with their arm talent? How they can get the
in practice, yeah, Scat surprised me for sure. In practice, Scat surprised me. He threw it like 50, 60, just easy.
What's it like being part of an offense like this where you guys are doing all kinds of unorthodox stuff out there?
I say it's interesting and fun at the same time. Moving pieces, everybody's dynamic, everybody can do multiple things. So I just say it's fun and just interesting.
Was it more of a learning curve this week just with the unorthodox stuff, or did you guys practice that at some point during the year?
The unorthodox stuff, we practice that all week. Dilly put that in all week, beginning of the week. He just changed stuff, changed the offense every week. So it's just, you never know what Dillingham. He just put in. You never know what Dillingham. He just puts in a whole bunch of odd offensive formations, and we just go out there and run them.
Do you ever look at him like he's crazy? This is never going to work.
I sometimes, yes, I do. Sometimes, yes, I do. I look at it, I just be like, but I just run and just trust and believe in the play calls that he called.
He praised you recently for just your practice detail and stuff. Did you hear that, and what did you think about him doing that?
Honestly, just for me and myself, I'm trying to get better in practice just by details and just the little things. I've just been trying to get better every week and trying to get my teammates better every week and just pushing everybody every week and just every week come in with a good mindset.
Were you seeing yourself as more of a leadership role at this point? Or?
Yeah, always, yeah.
You had that big catch middle of the second quarter to set up the field physical. How much did it mean to you guys to go up 3-0 at halftime?
It felt good. It felt good. Obviously, going up with a lead always feels good, and just going up 3-0 halftime, we just knew that the game went over, and we just had to come back halftime and finish, second half to finish.
How great was it for you guys coming off the field to that? Nice fan support.
So it's so great. It's so great, actually.
It was a real boring game for me, wasn't it?
No, it was fun. He did a great job. He knew what we needed to do to win, and it worked. And our guys fought until the end. It took everything out of everybody, and we came out with the win, so that's all that matters.
Walk us through the touchdown play.
Which one?
Oh,
I know.
The pass, were you like locking the bad?
I mean, we worked it all week. That wasn't the throw I threw all week, but I knew that was an option. I knew that we didn't have very much field. That was supposed to be a lot deeper throw, but we didn't. We had 30 yards of field, so he improvised, and I saw him, so I just got it to him.
What was it like to be part of such an unorthodox approach and the role that you had in it?
It was awesome. I mean, I wouldn't say it was unorthodox to us because we ran it all week. I mean, we perfected it as much as we could in 5 days, and our guys paid attention all week. Guys weren't fooling around all week. Some guys probably thought it was silly that we were doing that all week, but is it silly now? You know, so I'm just happy we won.
And when you look at it, how, obviously you talked about doing it all week, how strange is it, to look up, take a direct snap, and, all you see is the center in front of you and all your offensive linemen are on the sidelines?
It's strange, but I mean, football's football. There's guys in front of you. I mean, he drew up what I should do when 3 guys are there, 5 guys are there, 2 guys are there. So I knew what I was going to do the whole time. It was just a matter of making sure I was right.
What is your training regimen like to be able to be so good in all these different spots?
Not crazy, I will say. I do what I can. I do what I have to. I beat up every week, so I recover, and then I practice as much as they want me to practice, and I work as hard as I can when it's time.
Was part of the recruiting pitch to get you here to throw touchdown passes?
No. They probably had no idea they were recruiting me for that, honestly.
What about the punt?
No idea either. They knew I can run the ball up the middle really fast and really hard. That's probably about it. And catch the ball, obviously. But, I mean, they trust me. I trust them, so.
Did you do any punt pass and kick competitions or anything when you were younger?
I did. I don't remember all the things or anything, but I did.
Were you good at it?
Yeah. I grew up, me and my best friend grew up in a street that had cars down it the whole time. You know those little black rubber footballs they give out at high school games? We kicked that thing down, back and forth the street. If you hit a car, our parents whooped us. So it was up and down that street, to kick it straight. That was kind of where I constantly got my, being able to kick the ball.